This missile base was active for 4 years in the early 1960s. It lay empty until the 90s, when it was bought and converted by retired teacher Ed Payden and his wife Diane into a 5-bedroom home.
Ed Payden.
Nice to meet you, Ed Payden. Dave Gorman. Nice
Welcome
to meet you.
to you.
Nice.
Welcome.
This is your place.
This is our place.
Okay.
You've come to a strange place.
Yes, I have, which I'm excited.
Let's go see it. This is 120 feet long.
And we're going down as well.
We're descending deeper, correct.
Okay.
And it has some very interesting acoustics, you know.
It has some fantastic acoustics. I think we're getting on. That's good, yeah, and it's working together.
Okay. We come in here.
This isn't something you see in most people's hallway.
No. This is a launch control panel that could actually launch that Atlas rocket.
So at some point in history there was a button here.
Yes.
And you could press that or in some way and kill millions of people.
Yes.
And this is in your hallway.
Yes.
That's kind of odd.
Yes.
When you hear the air attack warning, you and your family must take cover.
Wow. Now this is a home all of a sudden.
Yes. This is our living room.
This is the first moment that you go, well, this is someone's house.
What we have done is to convert the room into kind of an eclectic spiritual center. And we think that's a nice thing to bring into this weapon of mass destruction.
The only thing that strikes me as possibly a negative is the lack of natural light.
The lack of natural light is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Our ancestors lived in caves. Well, this is kind of like a modern cave.
I guess so.
Now let's come up here. This is the family room. This is where we spend a lot of time up in this area. So much of it has been made out of salvaged material. This hardwood floor that we're standing on, we took this up from another building. Actually, the woodwork was free.
So really this whole project is an exercise in recycling. I mean, the whole building has been recycled, but also a lot of the elements you've put in are recycled as well.
It is recycling. And this had to be so because we do not have the finances.
And are there kind of building regulations you have to fight with?
May I say, in this rural area of Kansas, nobody cares. So we had a free hand pretty much to do as we wanted. And this is my favorite room.
Wow.
This was the old diesel generator room. The power room, they call it. We call it the great room or the temple room.
This is now real castle-like.
Yes.
Kind of gallery around the central courtyard or something.
And then we have drums. Often we have parties in here where there will be 20 of us drumming, and there will be women dancing in the middle of the circle. We love it. We love it.
What's not to love, Ed? Above the temple room is the building's only natural light source, a surprisingly conventional summer house built at Ed's wife's request 9 years ago. I want to meet Diane to find out how Ed persuaded her to live in such unusual surroundings.
Ed was spending a tremendous amount of time here working in the shops. That was part of the reason that I felt so compelled to be here.
The building cost Ed and Diane the princely sum of £20,000, but is now thought to be worth the more kingly sum of £500,000. But if you sold this and then had to find somewhere else to live, you'd probably go out and buy another missile base, wouldn't you?
No.
No.
We could not begin and do this again. I don't have enough years left to take on another project of this scale.